rather than seek peace. And that's the reason why they want to impeach him. And in the impeachment notice, they were claiming gross misconduct. But now when they come and say, oh, the governor plotted for our constituencies to recall us, that is to say that they are on a revenge mission. So can we still attribute what's happening to Wike or the president, since the lawmakers are making it seem like they just want to revenge against the governor?
Well, thank you very much. You see, you still go back to the onset of this crisis. These same lawmakers had defected from the party under which they won the elections to another party. And at that moment, they actually lost their seats. Constitutionally, they lost their seats. So you cannot begin to gauge what's going on in Rivers State from the prism of the law. Because when you look at the law, both sides have no stake. Both sides have no reason to continue to be in office. But then, like I keep on saying, they are being propped up by the machinations of just one person. Whether Fubara has stepped on the toes of the legislators is another issue. And definitely, when you look at the statement they have reeled out, the reasons for the impeachment, they are all germane reasons. They are all very critical and crucial reasons that can lead to an impeachment. I mean, interference in legislative activities, burning down the State House Assembly, and several of these, they are things that can lead to an impeachment. But will it lead to an impeachment in this instance? The answer is no. And I think it is a misnomer to begin to say that the issue behind Fubara's acceptance in the APC is any other state governor. I mean, it is very wrong. Because if Mr. Tinubu did not want Fubara to come into scuttle Wike's ambitions, Fubara will not come in. He will get the feelers and he will not come in. So let us not try to make any other governor appear to be of import in this instance. Everything stops at the desk of Mr. Bola Tinubu. And I think the fact is that the nuisance value of Mr. Wike has lapsed. And at that instance now, most likely he will not be staying too long in this cabinet. Most very likely he will be kicked out very soon. And the moment Wike is removed as a minister, he becomes an ordinary Rivers State citizen. He will lose his access to those military men and security personnel who protect and guide him, and he will even find it difficult to go to his local government area. He will realize that the power has left him, and then there will also be investigations onto the various activities he has conducted, either as FCT minister or the various purchases of properties he has done in the UK and US, using the name of his wife and children. So Wike is now very, very vulnerable, and he will pay dearly for allowing himself to be used by the federal system to impose Bola Tinubu, just like Rotimi Amechi paid dearly and Dr. Dele paid dearly in their own time for allowing themselves to be used by the federal institution. I think it's insulting to the people of Rivers State to say that they were set up to sabotage, like Dr. Notika said in the studio. I don't think the state was really set up for that purpose. But the state continues to be used because of the enormous resources it has. It has one of the highest IGR and internal sources of revenue. It has the greatest oil potentials or crude oil outputs in the country. So Rivers State is a cash pot. That is the sole reason why it is being used to, the governorship of Rivers State is used by the federal authorities to make sure that they control the governor of Rivers State. But I do pray and hope that the people of Rivers State can get their acts together and resist such temptations in future, because the cost on Rivers State is phenomenal. Despite its immense wealth, when you go to Rivers State, apart from Port Harcourt and its environs, you don't see any serious development across the state. You see a lot of forest areas, a lot of bushes, and a lot of ecological problems, which the state's funds should have been used to address. But because every time the Rivers State fund is used for federal aggrandizement, the people of the state lose out, and this must not continue. Thank you.
Barrister, that's to nip all the projects that we've been seeing on TV where Wike was busy inaugurating when he was governor, and he was called Mr. Project at a point in time. But this man was spending a lot of money on projects. Are we saying that those projects were not enough to at least bring some bit of sugar to Rivers State and make it a state that it is? Because you're right, if you talk about the money involved, a lot of money we're talking about, and no president who is saying we want to do away with Rivers State. But anyway, let's go to the next conversation.
All right.
Let me respond briefly to that.
Okay. Respond briefly.
Yes. The projects you talked about, over 95% of them are located in Port Harcourt. And some of the flyovers are useless flyovers. I mean, they are flyovers that you can't see up to 20 cars going on top of them in a day. But when you go across Lagos to Kana, to Eleme, to other suburbs, other local governments, you will be amazed at the level of penury and poverty that a state as rich as Rivers State still has in its territory. So yes, Wike was Mr. Project for those who didn't know. He was just using those projects as a conduit to loot. Thank you.
All right.